Welcome to Caribbean Music Fest and Culture, the program that takes San Andres, Providence, and Catalina all over the Caribbean islands of the West Indies, exploring the music, the festivities, and the wonderful people that make up an absolutely fascinating culture. In this program, you will see how the islanders' culture, language, gastronomy, and way of living is Caribbean to the very core. This time in the island country known as Antigua and Barbuda, where the beach is only the beginning. The tropical islands of Antigua and Barbuda are located in the heart of the Caribbean, about 1,000 miles to the east of Jamaica and half that distance from Trinidad on the coast of South America. Located at 17 north latitude, about the same as Cape Verde Islands and Bombay at 61 west longitude. The island of Antigua was born out of the sea by a volcano about 30 million years ago, a young island in geological time. On the northern flank of this volcano, reefs were formed. Hence, the greater part of Antigua is low-lying and composed of limestone rock.
So yeah, my people, finally we touched ground, set the splinters by them.
We arrived here in
Antigua. Antigua already like Freddy.
It seems like we want to have a lot of fun here, really. Beautiful beaches we have seen up on top when we were flying down.
Definitely. And our transportation come.
Yeah, so we have to
let's keep rolling. This story just begins. Well, yeah, as we were saying before, you know what? But anyhow, before we go any further, let's definitely give thanks to our National Authority of Television, the ANTV, and the channel of our identity, which is Tele. What? Tele is lashing on the house, man. You know, big up yourself, Tele is a full thing that, you know. Miss Emiliana, thank you for the confidence and the love, you know, and the, you know, to put such of a project into our hands. So come back now to Antigua.
Here we are, Billy, at Betty's Hope for a sugarcane plantation.
Betty's Hope?
Betty's Hope.
So Betty went got plenty hope in or something?
Yeah, Betty used to have plenty of hope again.
It's a joke. Is made to believe that the owner of the plantation had given the plantation the name after his kids. Get it? Run!
Yeah.
After his kids, right?
It's two daughters.
So let's just get deep into it. This was a sugar plantation that was opened back in the 1600s. It was closed down and then refurbished it, or, you know, restore it.
In 1990.
1990 something.
1990.
1990 actually.
Yeah, 1990.
All right. So
that was the year I born. So got it clear. Yeah.
Young little thing. Yeah, right.
So definitely, Billy, this was a place not only of sugarcane plantation. They used to also have the industrial process. They used to make rum. They used to have certain different.
And they had animal farm. It was one of the only farm that had not only the plantation of sugarcane, but they used to raise animals and stuff and
So both agricultural and industrial enterprise here.
wow, I guess. And by the way, as a matter of fact, it was the biggest farm
Yeah.
in the entire
The
Antigua.
largest sugarcane
The
plantation.
man they were making the box, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why he has hope.
My boy went definitely upon the bobo list.
How not to have
Aye.
hope with this?
I want for the upon the bobo list. Anyhow, you know what happened? Let us show the people what we seeing. Because it's
Yeah.
not fair. We're seeing it, them hearing it.
Yeah, they have to be
Let's
part
go,
of it.
let's go show them it.
Let's go
How
show
about that? Follow me, man. Respect, man.
Hello, my people. Here we still are at Betty Hope Sugarcane Plantation, and we're here with our guide. What's your name?
Lionel.
Lionel, and he will give us like a brief introduction and tour around this amazing place.
Yes.
So could we start with the
Right.
history
The
of
history,
this?
yes. Because this plantation was founded in the year 1650,
Okay.
and it was founded by a governor called Quesnel, Christopher Quesnel.
Okay.
There was a French invasion in 1666, and the Quesnels fled to neighboring islands.
Okay.
During that time, there was a planter in Barbados named Christopher Codrington,
Okay.
and he got this plantation in 1674 and made it into, the largest sugar plantation.
This is the largest
This
one,
is
actually.
the largest. You could see with twin mills. Betty Hope was 871 acres,
Okay.
right? And what we found that in 1827, you had 310 slaves listed here at Betty Hope,
Okay.
right? It closed its operation in 1921. Then the Codringtons, who were the owners at that time,
Yeah.
sold it in 1944 to the Antigua Syndicate Estates, right? Then it was, it was a different situation where it was a factory, steam operated,
Yeah.
and workers had to be paid at that time.
Yeah.
So it's a sad story,
Yeah. It is.
right? Very sad story, but we are trying to educate the people of what happened during that time. It doesn't make sense to keep the history hidden. So
That's true.
we are turning Betty Hope into an open-air museum.
Oh, that's
It's an open-air museum for people to come and learn the happenings during that period.
So currently the place is used for education and
For education, you have the schools coming,
coming.
and you have the tourists coming, because it's advertised as a place for people to see.
It has a lot of affluence of people.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, would you say it have a lot of tourists coming to know
Yes.
about the history of
Of
this
course,
place?
of course. As a matter of fact, I believe in January we had over 600 visitors.
Oh, that's a good number.
Oh,
Right
yes.
there.
Oh, yes. We had over 600 visitors.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I read that this plantation wasn't just about agriculture. It also had like industrial processing, like rum and other products.
Right.
Could you talk us a bit about that?
Yes, sugar. Because from sugar
Yeah.
came rum,
Yeah.
right? So rum was a part of the industry here
Yeah.
at Betty Hope.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and you also used to raise animals here
They
in
did.
this.
They did. Because what they had was a lot of cattle. You had the oxen, which transported the canes from the fields to the windmill.
Okay.
So lots of animals. Probably other horses too, which the owners would go around riding to,
Okay. Do you consider Betty Hope to be an important cultural place for Antigua country?
Yes, they're very, very important because it takes you back to the history, 1650, and what happened
Okay.
during that period.
We also read that this was rebuilt it started to be rebuilt in
Right.
1990, right?
Right. It's a restoration process which will go on until we are satisfied that we have exposed everything here at Betty's Hope.
Okay.
Yeah.
So could you give us the tour around and show us the excitement facts that you have here?
Okay, come this way.
Come, let's go.
This way. Right. You're looking at Betty's Hope in the 1800s.
Okay.
This is the way it was.
This is the way it was.
Right.
So a lot of people used to live there.
Yes. The different areas. Now,
Okay.
we are right here in this building.
Where?
This one.
In that one?
Right.
Okay.
And
We're right here.
in this building.
In this one.
Right. And this would have been the stables, horse stables. You were asking about animals here, right?
Yeah.
So this would have been the stables. Now you had a blacksmith shop, right?
Yeah. I see.
You had a sick house for the people who weren't able to do,
To work, to do the
all the
actual
time.
work.
You had a servants' quarters with a kitchen for the great house. The great house was where the owners lived, or anybody who represented the owners at any time.
The managers was always European people.
Yes, yes. But after 1834, you had black people as managers.
As managers,
Right.
oh.
But the Europeans were always the owners during that period.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Clear.
Now we have a demonstration of the workings of the fields. This is a small demonstration of how the canes were being harvested.
Yeah.
And I mentioned the oxen. You could see them taking the canes
The
from the
canes,
fields
yeah.
to the mill.
Okay.
Now, when the canes reached to the mill, they were being crushed. And the collected juice would be sent down here. This was the boiling house. Here is where the cane juice was being boiled.
Okay.
And it would boil until it evaporates into sugar, these
Sugar.
crystals we know.
Okay, so this is the place that
Right.
made the
No,
industrial-
as I said, rum became a part of it.
Yeah.
So you had the boiling house where you'd be boiling the cane juice,
Okay.
the distillery where you'd be making the rum, and here where you'd be drying the crystals when they were made.
Okay.
Now, this way, because this would have been the conditions under which the workers were housed.
Okay, so this was the workers.
Right,
house.
the slaves' village.
The village.
Right, this is the slaves' village.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So they used to live in this house.
Right, here's where they lived.
Hey, all mine. Share the same room. Hey, say, Jah provided bread. Is this love, is this love, is this love, is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love, is this love, is this love, is this love that I'm feeling? Whoa, whoa. Oh yes, I know, yes, I know, yes, I know now. Yeah. Oh yes, I know, yes, I know, yes, I know now. I'm willing to. So I throw my cards on you. Hey. I wanna love you. I wanna love and treat, love and ooh. Yes, I wanna love you, girl. Every day and every night we'll be together. Yeah, with the roof right over, we'll share. Hey, hey, on my single bed, we'll share the same room. Just provide a rent, we'll share the shelter. Shelly Ice, let's go again.
This is one of the most emblematic places of Antigua. It's called the Devil's Bridge. Now the curious part of this is, why is it called the Devil's Bridge? It's called the Devil's Bridge because back in slavery time, the slave would believe that from this point, if they would jump to the sea, they would probably be able to swim over to Africa. So it was kind of a tricky thing that would have caused a lot of our ancestors' death. Straight from Antigua, the Soca and the Sukland. A lot of tales and story. Wonderful place. Let's keep knowing, seeing, and hearing a lot of stories and tales about the wonderful Antigua. Follow me, man.
Devil's Bridge is a natural arc carved by the sea from soft and hard limestone ledges of the Antigua Formation, a geological division of the flat northern eastern part of Antigua. A bridge was created when a soft part of the limestone eroded away by action of the Atlantic breakers over countless centuries. On the east coast of the islands is the famous Devil's Bridge. Devil's Bridge was called so because a lot of slaves from the neighboring estates used to go there and throw themselves overboard. That was an area of mass suicide, so people used to say the devil has to be there. The waters around Devil's Bridge are always rough, and anyone that falls over the bridge never comes out alive.
John Barron, you have a card here. Maryland. Looks like a driver's license. It's right here. I got it right here. Joy, if you're missing the card, a driver's license card. I got it right here.
Hello, my beautiful people from Tele Islas. We're here in Antigua National Park with our interesting guest here. She's going to give us a tour around, so let me introduce her. Let herself introduce.
Hi, I'm Desley Gardner, Heritage Resource Officer here at the Nelson's Dockyard.
Okay, so you're going to give us a tour around this amazing place. I've seen these beautiful boats and the beaches and all the environment, so we want to get know a lot more about this place.
Okay.
So
this is the Nelson's Dockyard. It was named after Horatio Nelson.
Okay.
Recently, in 2016, it was named the Antigua Naval Dockyard, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, because of its great Georgian architecture and also the history of the human values that were exchanged here during the time the British Navy was based.
Okay, and I've read that the national park has a management, which is the NPA.
Yes.
Are you part of it?
Yes.
What is your duty in the NP National Park Authority?
So the National Parks Authority of Antigua and Barbuda, we take care of all the historical and natural sites here on the island. Okay. And this is our largest one, the Antigua Naval Dockyard. And it consists of a wider range of forts, historical buildings, archaeological sites, as well as... underwater historical sites.
Okay.
Yes.
We were at the
Devil's Bridge.
Devil's Bridge,
Yes.
yes. Can you tell us a bit insight about that place?
Okay, so the Devil's Bridge is a natural formation where we have the heavy waves crashing against the coastline and creating this bridge. Okay. But there's also the folklore attached to it, where locals believe during the time of slavery in the 17th century that the slaves, in order to escape the harshness of slavery, they would commit suicide at Devil's Bridge. So that's how it got its name, because it was seen as a place where you'd go to meet the devil, rather than deal with
To
the
escape
harshness of
the
slavery. Yes, so that's
Okay.
how it's got its name, and it's been one of our best natural sites that tourists love to visit.
Okay, so let's get started and
All
get to
right.
know this very interesting place.
So right behind we have the Wide Bay area.
Okay.
This area is ideal because of its coastal landscape. So big, large military ships will come in at the 17th century.
Okay.
That was mainly the beginning of when this place started to really pick up. So the warships would come in to be Korean, British warships, and they were also protected by the coastal landscape to prevent to protect them from hurricanes.
Okay, so they used to come in.
Yes, so they were coming right here. On this side of us, if we just pan to that side, we can see capstans. These capstans would have been used to turn the ships over onto their sides to allow access to the bottom of the ship so the hull can be cleared off of barnacles or any type of, maybe it had a hole in the bottom, any type of repairs that needed to be done. It was
used to be
yes.
at that area.
Yes, here would have been the capstan house. Right now we just have the capstans.
Yeah,
It would have been a building housing the persons who would have been working on the ships.
Okay.
So not only was it an ideal place for a careening of the ships, but also protection from enemy warships or any type of the French invasions that could happen, because we're right off the coast of Guadeloupe as well.
Yeah, so it's a
Yes.
very strategic.
Yes,
point
the
here.
strategic location protecting us during a time when sugar was raining high in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So, in order for Britain to protect its valuables here in Antigua, this coastal shape really allowed access for protection by two forts right at the entrance.
Yeah.
So any type of enemy ships that would have come in, they would have been tackled right there and then, and they wouldn't be allowed to come into the naval facility.
Oh,
Yes.
Wow, very wisely.
Yes. So the natural formation really helped in facilitating the strategic military protection here at the dockyard. So one of the main reasons why we're a heritage site is the maintenance of the Georgian architecture of the 18th and 17th century that we have kept up. So we have the stone base of the buildings that are covered by a wooden top part. In Antigua, we call that blouse and skirt.
Why do you call it blouse and skirt?
So the blouse and skirt is always a wooden structure at the top of it.
Yeah.
But then we have the stone formations at the bottom.
So that is the skirt, the one on the
so
bottom?
the bottom is the skirt and
Yeah,
the top
and
is the
top is the
blouse.
blouse.
And skirt. So the center of the dockyard here, we have the sundial. This is where they would have kept time. Watches weren't quite the big fashion statement as yet, but using...
Oh, you have like a clock there.
Yeah, it's a sundial. So this is how they would have checked the time daily to understand what time it is using the power of the sun.
Okay. It doesn't function, yeah?
It's working.
Yeah, it's working.
So right where the shadow is, can you tell the time?
I can't see it. I have an eye issue. Can you tell us the time right there? I thought you were seeing it.
No, I'm telling you. Okay.
So how is the relation between the National Park Authority and the government? Does the government always have to ask the permission of y'all if they want to take an action towards nature or inheritance or cultural things?
Well, this is a statutory corporation. I mean, it is run by a board of trustees.
Okay.
But it does take government influence, but it's a collaborative effort to the
Okay.
maintenance of the heritage here.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have a certain kind of independence.
Yes.
We are here at the entrance of the Copper Lumber
Store. Yes.
that is currently an hotel. Yeah.
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit about this history?
Okay. So the Copper and Lumber Store, as the name suggests, it stored copper and lumber.
Okay.
Lumber for the ships, and the copper would have been the covering for the hull. Once it's repaired, they would put a nice sheet of copper at the bottom
Yeah.
to help protect the boat from leaking, basically.
Oh.
Yes.
You have a very nice tricks there.
So right inside would have been where they stored it, and then upstairs they would have housed more officers or more sailors who would have been on the ships.
Okay, so come let us see it.
Yeah.
Just fighting on the river. Hey, just fighting for survival.
So here we are inside of the Copper
And lumber store.
and Lumber Store. This is a restaurant right now, currently.
Well, we're currently in the courtyard that's surrounded by the restaurant, but it's
Okay.
also an inn. A
yeah,
historic
I can
inn.
see it, I can see it.
Yes. So it's still in the capacity of housing guests,
Yeah.
but more so than storing lumber and copper.
How many guests? What is the capacity?
About 14 rooms we
Okay,
have.
yeah.
And they are mini suites, so we also have a kitchenette. And it's really accommodating. Whenever we have sailors in for sailing week or the
Yeah.
classic regatta, we have them here.
So
Yes.
you made those kind of activities, classic regatta.
Yes,
the
it's
same?
what those things are what we're in the capacity now for the sail ships that we adapt here. So no longer warships and naval ships. We're accommodating yachts and sailboats and real leisure activity rather than the serious military that was once here.
Okay. And what is the importance of this place in order to preserve the culture of the people here in Antigua?
Well, first, just look around. Look at the architecture, the Georgian
Yeah.
architecture, the high arches, and we have quite a number of arches that facilitate the airflow for while the copper and the lumber were housed in here.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't want anything to get any termites or any bugs or worms
Yeah,
to get to
for
the
sure.
wood. So you need that air to circulate to prevent any type of harm to the materials that would have been used to repair the ships.
Okay, it's true.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so here we are at the Dockyard Museum. So we're going to have some insight, right, of this place. Come follow me. Let's go. Dockyard. Why is it?
So this is the Dockyard Museum. It's locally called the Admiral's House. Many people believe
Yeah.
that when Horatio Nelson settled here in 1784 to 1787, they thought maybe he stayed here.
Okay.
But that is so not true. This house was actually built in 1805 after he died.
Oh.
So it was actually the clerk's house.
And why was that after he died?
After he died, well, the dockyard was still continuing. So
Oh.
there were developments here
Yeah.
before and,
And
after,
after
he
he
came
came.
through Antigua.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so we are here at the
Sail off pillars.
boathouse and sail pillars. What is the meaning of the pillars you have there? And why 5 of them?
Okay, so it actually would have been an area where you would draw in the ship. I think we should go closer so you can see.
Okay.
Okay, where you would draw in the ship, turn it on its side, and once again careen the bottom.
Oh.
Yes. So the pillars were actually used to create a mechanism where you could turn the ship. Yes. So some of them have grooves on the side where you can see where the rope would have been turning to allow the ship to turn over. Because these are huge ships, so we would have men working to turn them
course,
over.
yeah, you need strength.
Yeah, it needs strength. And the stone really helped to keep these pillars in place.
Okay, so let's get closer so we can see it much better. Yeah.
There's a nice channel here that would have allowed the boat to come in to be turned on the side.
Pillars here?
On this side and on the other
On the
side,
other
and the
side, yeah.
ship would have been put over onto the part where the land is.
Delsley.
Yes.
What a gorgeous place. Where are we standing right now?
We're here at the Clarence House. Now, the
Okay.
Clarence House would have been where the commissioner of the Naval Dockyard would have lived.
Oh.
So he has a nice, expansive view of the dockyard.
Astonishing view.
Yes. So he would have been the one over the entire naval space, monitoring the careening, the entrance of naval ships, and any type of work that would have been done here. He would have had a nice 360 view or even 180
Yeah.
of the entire naval base.
Difficult job, but with this view, I don't think.
I think he was lucky.
Yes, I think that.
Yeah, so he has a great view of the entrance of the harbor, as
Okay.
well as Ordnance Bay, Tank Bay, and also the pitch and tar house that would have been at the below right here. So the pitch kettle house would have housed the pitch that they used to also seal the bottom of the ships.
Everything
So
is
they have another location for the equipment they needed. But it was also an area where they had the hulk ships, which would have stored prisoners or freelancing sailors who would have been on the ships that are being careened, but they needed a space to stay. So decommissioned ships would have been another area where they would have housed persons staying at the dockyard.
Okay, so this is a blouse and skirt house?
Yes, the original structure was built for Prince William Henry, who went on to be George IV.
Okay.
Yes, so George V, sorry. So it was built for Prince William Henry, who went on to be George V.
Okay, could we get closer? Because they
Yes.
told me that there is history behind those
Yes.
walls.
So this structure that we see here today was
Yeah.
completed in 1805.
Okay.
So we have beautiful arches, stone face work, and also these stones were also taken from the quarry that would have been in the Nelson's Dockyard.
Oh.
Yes.
You make use of everything.
Yes,
I
it
can
was
see.
it was a very resourceful place.
Yeah.
So the purplish stone that we see here is from the quarry at the dockyard.
Yeah.
And then the lighter milky color
Yeah.
was from the Millweef quarry. And these stones were done by stonemasons over 10 years. They sat right under these trees that we see over here
Yeah.
by hand, chipping away to create this beautiful facade that we have at the Clarence House right
Okay,
now.
that's amazing. We gotta get a close sight of this because she's telling us that this was actually handmade
Yes,
by 3 guys, 10 years, year after year, building this.
yes.
I mean,
The restoration of the building.
what a hard job, but it's actually so amazing to see it closely. Can see it's very well done.
Yes.
They were expert in doing what they were really know what they were doing.
Pristine. Right here we have an original feature of the house.
Okay.
Can you guess what it could have been?
This is a stairs steps.
Yes.
Yeah.
So me, the lord of the house, I come out and my horse or chariot is waiting. I
Yeah.
step up and hop on. Easy access.
Okay. Oh, you're always
Yes.
thinking on the easy access for everything.
I'm making everything easier for you.
Okay.
So we can go inside and have a look.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Come, let's follow.
This is Palladian style with a nice touch of Caribbean vernacular.
Okay, I think my team and I is available to come and stay
Yes,
here
you
if
can
you
stay.
need. Okay, so let's get a view of the inside.
So this is a 14-seater table, nice mahogany wood with the balloon back chairs, all of the Georgian period.
Yeah,
Which is a French Limoges cutlery and also ceramics.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you can see it. Oh, fancy.
So we have the butler's table. This is where the butler would have stayed. Have a nice bell to call everyone to dinner.
Okay.
And also the crumb catcher. Now this would have been used during dinner. If there are any crumbs to clean up, just sweep them right in with a brush, catch them, and dispose of them.
Everything set in just their place.
Yes. The gentlemen retire here and the ladies to the ladies' room.
Okay, so
Yes.
the ladies to the ladies' room and the
Yes.
gentlemen's here. So we couldn't be here.
No,
right now.
we
Okay.
would retire to gossip in my room.
Okay.
So the Clarence House would have been a part of the Naval Dockyard. It
Yeah.
would have housed the commissioner for the naval space. But now it is a restored building, and it's used to give tours to give you an idea of how it would have been life in the dockyard for a commissioner and his family.
Okay, that's a good use also.
Yes.
We get to enjoy it.
Yeah,
And
so
it's,
during the restoration process, it really allowed an opportunity for young people to come and learn a trade. So the beautiful stonework was also done by apprentices during that 10-year period.
oh,
Yes.
people have visiting this place also
Yes.
from the community.
Yes.
Okay.
So here you see a bright, vibrant blue. Most of the colors are Georgian colors.
Okay.
So this is quite coincidentally Clarence blue.
Yeah,
And this would have been the gentleman's quarters.
I can see that by the blow.
So we have a nice canopy bed that is fitted out in toile de jouet, which was a French currency during the time of slavery. They used it to buy slaves, but now it is a hot commodity in interior design.
Oh, yeah.
So before, no one could wear this fabric, but now a lot of people are using it to decorate their homes
This
as
fabric?
wallpaper. Yes, toile de jouet. If anyone came to see the gentleman, the butler would come in with a tray with the message on it to present it to him. Such and such is here to see you.
Oh.
And he'll take their message or tell him to send them in, and most business would have been done in here.
Okay, so this is where the magic happens.
Yes,
where all the decisions
man
are
cave.
made, the strong decision and powerful decision are made right here.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have a portable desktop here.
Yeah.
And we found something interesting about this. We were able to figure out that the person who used it
Yeah.
was actually right-handed. I'd be sitting at my desk, and
Yeah.
I'd be writing here, so it caused wear and tear right here.
Ah, yeah, obviously. Come close. So this is the part that is waist off more than
Compared to the left
compared
side.
to the left side. So that's the way you get to figure out that the
They're
person.
right-handed.
Yeah.
We have some younger pieces. These are brushes and mirrors from the 1930s, because this house was lived through from the 17th century right down to the 20th century when our governors took over.
Okay.
So it began as a commissioner's house, but after the Navy left in the 1887, then our Governor General of Antigua took over the house as their vacation home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we're trying to get a feel. There wouldn't have been a typical bathroom like what we have today, but they would have an area where they would have draw a bath and, of course, use the bathroom.
What is the material that this is made of?
This is made of copper.
Okay,
right?
copper.
But it would have been made out of galvanized during the time. But we thought maybe we'd give her a little enhancement.
Yeah.
So we got the copper tub.
Okay,
and it would have been
this
filled by this oak pitcher. This is a 17th century oak pitcher.
Yeah.
So you just take it, fill it with water, and warm water mostly, so you can get a nice bath.
Yeah, nice bath. Imagine that with the cold one. It won't be that nice.
And this is a nice commode. This is actually original to the house. This commode. So a lot of Antiguans who come here and say, "Oh, I remember this."
Yeah, I guess all people, all the elder must come here and remind, they remember.
Yes.
I used to do this way. I used to take a bath here this way. I used to have fun here this way. Yeah, it's amazing.
Nelson's Dockyard is a cultural heritage site and marina in English Harbor, located in the St. Paul Parish on the islands of Antigua in Antigua and Barbuda. It is part of Nelson's Dockyards National Park, which also contains Clarence House and Shirley Heights. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is named after Admiral Horatio Nelson, who lived in the Royal Navy Dockyard from 1784 through 1787. Nelson's Dockyard is also home to some of Antigua's sailing and yachting events, such as Antigua Sailing Week and the Antigua Charter Yacht Meeting, as well as the International Optimist North American Championships.
Yeah, man. Sing it again. What about the sing it? And I feel sing it. Yeah. One more thing. Now let's get together to fight this holy Armageddon. Yeah.
My beautiful people from San Andres, Providence, and Catalina. I'm here in this soup land, Antigua, with this very nice friend of mine, Faye. Faye. She's the owner of this beautiful restaurant, Papa Soup, Fish and Rum. Could you introduce yourself to our friends there in San Andres Island?
Oh, hi everyone. I'm Faye. I'm the co-owner of Papa Soup. Bert is normally here to do this camera work, but he's off tonight, so you're stuck with me.
Yeah, I'm pleased to be here.
And, as Bert would say, we don't really want to be known as a restaurant because we think we're a little bit different. Okay. And because of the concept of the rum, he says we're a rum shop, not a restaurant.
Okay.
So, but we are a restaurant because we do serve food.
Okay.
So, and excellent. So hopefully a little later on you'll have an opportunity to sample some of that.
Okay, so the main concept is based on the rum.
Yeah, yes. It evolved with the fish. That's how we started because we saw that there was a need. People were asking for a particular way of preparing the food and we saw a niche there. So it actually initially started with serving seafood, and then we married that together with rum, which makes an excellent pairing. So you have your rum, and we have an amazing collection. We actually collect rums from all over the Caribbean, basically, and the world. And we pair that with our seafood, and the two make an excellent marriage,
Yeah,
so to
I
speak.
can see.
You know,
So how long have you been running this restaurant, in charge of it?
Yeah, Papa Zouk has been around for about 20 years now.
Okay.
It doesn't seem that long, but we have been at it for 20 years.
Wow.
So, yeah, and we see a lot of the same people over and over. We have a very high repeat clientele.
Okay.
You know, at certain times of the year, we see different people. So, for instance, between November and April, we get a lot of tourists,
Yeah.
but we always have a very good
Like
local
us, for
following.
example.
Yeah, exactly, at this time of the year. But
Okay.
generally, we do have a good local following as well.
Okay, our program always stands for culture. So could you tell us in your site, how do you think food plays a role in the maintenance of the culture here in Antigua? The dishes that you prepare, how do you think the gastronomy?
I think the first thing is, I think our whole concept is very different to most restaurants because we are a bit more authentic. You know, we just from our decor, the Caribbean
see.
vibe, the music. Like a lot of people who visit the island, this is what they want to experience. They want to
Exactly.
experience something that makes them feel in touch with the island.
That's true.
You know, I mean, we have a lot of European restaurants as well in Antigua.
Okay.
But the thing about the European restaurants is, I mean, they're fine and I'm not knocking them, but you can basically get that anywhere.
Well, that's
But a
true.
lot of people come and they see this as a part of the local culture and the experience. And I think this is one of the reasons why Papa Zouk is so successful, because people want to have a touch of that culture and experience
That's
of
true.
authenticity when they come to the island. So we
Okay,
provide that.
I'm here and you told me to try this drink.
Yes.
Could you explain to our people what it is about this
Yes.
drink I have to
Okay, so it's a petit punch, and basically the petit punch is more a French Creole drink from the French islands like Dominica, Guadeloupe, Martinique.
Okay.
But we have adopted it in Antigua with a certain twist to it, and you know a lot of people call it the old-fashioned, but we still call it the tea punch. So it's not petit punch anymore;
Okay.
it's a tea punch,
It's
which
a
has
tea
been
punch.
shortened. But yeah, it's our house drink. The name of Papa Zouk came about because of a particular friend of my husband's
Yeah.
who drank this drink in his homeland. And when my husband was looking for a name for the place and a concept, he remembered his friend, he
Yeah.
remembered the drink,
Okay,
he remembered the whole vibe, and this is how, you know, the whole thing came about.
Bring
Yeah,
us to Papa Zouk.
Exactly.
Okay, if I'm here in Papa Zouk, fish and rum,
Yeah.
what dish should I definitely taste?
Yeah. Well, definitely with the whole red snapper, hands down, like that is our
Okay.
signature dish.
Okay,
I mean,
so
we
it's-
sell a lot of snappers. People come here from all over to get those snappers. So I would suggest that you try that. And
That
we
is
have
the
lots of
number
great
one.
appetizers, like the bouillabaisse soup is very...
What could you?
the bouillabaisse.
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 Could you
It's
explain
actually
it?
based on a French recipe, but we
Okay.
have our own island twist to the menu, to the dish.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more spicy and flavorful.
You give it your touch.
Yes,
Sorry,
exactly.
your touch.
So yeah, the bouillabaisse, and followed by the snapper on the bone, fried,
Okay.
not grilled.
So I think I
fried.
would have to try that one tonight.
Absolutely, definitely, yeah.
Okay, and could you give us an insight of who are your main customers here, of tourists or maybe residents? The
You know
countries?
what we see, or the main countries where they come from, apart from the locals?
Yeah.
We see a lot of people from England. You know, we attract a lot of people from England, America, Canada,
Yeah.
you know, Europe, wherever they come from to visit the island.
Okay.
You know, we get a very healthy portion of those people coming here.
Yeah, the tourism
And
is active.
another set of people that we have on a regular basis repeat clients.
Okay.
A homeowners, like, for instance, English people who have private homes in Antigua.
Yeah.
They come for 3-4 months every year in the winter. And we see those same people coming again and
And
again
they keep
and again.
coming, and I guess
They
they
keep
bring
coming.
new customers
Yes,
also.
exactly. So, and then we see them getting older, and then their kids start to come on their own.
And they bring
Yeah.
their kids, and
Exactly, yeah.
that's how
So,
it works.
Yeah, we have a very high repeat clientele.
So probably we would be back here with our kids. Don't you
Absolutely.
think?
Maybe I won't be here, but yeah.
No, actually,
I don't know.
Let's hope
But,
you will.
yeah.
Okay,
But-
could you invite our people from Tele Islas to come here maybe one day and visit this amazing place of Papa John Fish and Rum?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know what you guys, what your specialties are there, but Antigua is for everyone. We welcome people very openly in Antigua. We have always done that.
Yeah, I can feel the vibe.
Yeah. Antigua has always been very open. We have a lot of people that move here, make their homes here. A lot of other Caribbean people have chosen Antigua as their home. So yeah, you guys, you're more than welcome. Come visit us.
That's
you come
true.
back,
We
bring
can actually-
everyone.
Yeah, we can actually feel how the Caribbean have so much similarities in so much things,
Exactly.
the food, the culture, the language.
Exactly. You
So-
know what? There's so many similarities, and yet each island or country is
Yeah.
so unique. You
It's
still
so
have your
unique. That's
unique
true. That's
qualities about you, which makes it interesting.
That's
and to have those coming together is always something special. So
It's
yeah,
amazing.
tell your people to come. We want you to come and see us here in Antigua.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for having us with this nice interview. Very
Yes.
interesting place, and I will
Yes.
surely enjoy this meal tonight.
Yeah, thank you. And I hope you will. And I hope everyone in your group will also.
For sure.
It's lovely having you here.
That's
And we're actually honored because I don't think I've ever met anyone from your country.
Island. Yeah, it's true.
No, I've never.
We always get that.
So you guys are my VIP customers tonight.
Yeah. Oh, that makes me
The
feel
red
so
carpet
happy.
is out. It's out. It's rolled out.
Thank you very much. That's
Okay,
amazing.
thank you so much for coming.
Okay, my
Okay,
people, you
bye.
stay tuned with us and we'll enjoy this beautiful dinner, interesting dinner tonight.
Hi, my name is Faye Kirshner from Papa Zook Fish and Rum in Antigua. And this is a special invitation to all of you beautiful people in St. Andrews and Providence to visit us in the Antigua and, of course, at Papa Zook. Whenever you're ready, we're open all year long, waiting. All the great food, the snapper on the bone, the bouillabaisse, the carnival, the lobsters, you name it. Come see us.
Sing it. Sing it. Let's get it. Sound good. It sound good. Here we go. Let them all pass again. Dirty remarks, one love. There is one question that really love to ask. One heart. Is there a place for the hopeless sinner who has hurt all mankind? Let's do it again. I want somebody to sing it again. One, sing it loud. Let's, yeah man, sing it again. One, what about the, sing it, let, and I feel, oh, sing it, let, yeah. One more thing, now let's get together to fight this holy Armageddon, yeah. So when the man comes, there will be no one heart beating on those children. Alright, cause there ain't no hiding place from the Father. Let's go again. Somebody sing. One, loud and clear for me. I can't hear you, let feel, yeah. Hear the children. One, sing it loud. Let's sing it. Let's. Yeah, man. Tonight, I mean, hearing the love tonight. One love. Now you need a heart to love somebody. You need a one heart. One heart.
So, baby,
Tell me.
I really don't know about you, though.
Yeah.
Because, well, you know, everybody got them different way of seeing things and enjoying things. But I'm amazing with Antigua.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
loving
it
it.
a lot too. Yeah, I start to feel the vibes, the positive vibe from the people.
I don't know if because I have always longing to know this place due to the music, you know. I have been attracted to it since I'm a kid, listening to the music and thing. But it just seems to be amazing, you know, like listening to the soca and the zouk from Antigua, standing in Antigua makes everything different, you know.
Yeah, and getting to know the background about the history, the cultural bonds that we have with them, that also make us more interesting in this place.
Definitely, Antigua, big up on yourself and San Andreas and Providence. Is the Bible says no problem in falling, but when you fall, you must stand again and keep going.
Rise up.
I think there's a lot of things we can learn from these places. As we said, no in Antigua, learn from Antigua itself. Let's just look and learn, you know, and I hope the Lord will bless us in such a way that the people can have the economical means to travel and know this place and see the people, see how alike we are as one Caribbean.
That's
You
true.
know what I mean?
That's the main objective of the program, and we have doing it during all the destination, and I think Antigua would keep doing this for us.
Well, you know what? Uno, for the time being, no disconnect. This is just the beginning, a long trip around Antigua. Before
lot
we
to
leave,
discover.
yeah, it's still a lot to discover. But before we leave, we
Yeah.
got a job we got to do. Give thanks to our National Authority of Television,
Okay.
ANTV. Yo, respect me, people. And how about the channel of our identity? Tele Isla. Big up on yourself, Tele Islas, man. Respect. And don't go anywhere because we'll be back soon, straight from Antigua.
Antigua.
Antigua.